And welcome back, boys and girls, to part 2 of Micro Machines for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis, and we got rid of Spider the last part, and now it's time for Emilio. I think we're about, I was gonna say it's about time for another, Beat the Clock challenge. We're not doing bad, though. Haven't had a single fuck-up yet. In terms of races, I know for a fact I don't actually end up getting all of these. I do end up screwing a couple of them up, so I don't get all the extra lives I need. Sadly, I think you should get more than one a one-up though. Like, you should go on time. Like, if you have 10 seconds left, like a one-up, 20 seconds left, 2 up or something like that. I don't know. The game is quite difficult when it comes to, well, it's a bit unfair when it comes to giving out extra lives and stuff. But we actually did manage to get it. I'm surprised. I didn't realize I got the second one as well. So it's good at least. We have another extra life for the quota, for the time being anyway. I just had a look as well. We actually, this is not a very long Let's Play. It's only like, I'm not going to mention how many parts, but this isn't going to take too long to get through. But it's time for Handyman's Curve with the Warriors. Another workshop type of track here, and again, you know what the obstacles are. The glue will slow everybody down, the oil will make you slide around a bit, will definitely fuck over your traction a bit, and of course all the nuts, bolts, screws and everything are there to basically get in your way and act as unmovable obstacles. So yay, fun. 3 laps of this, of course, as always. Parts are going to be pretty much exactly the same in terms of length, I think, for the most part. And you saw that I went completely off track. If I'd gone much further, I would have teleported back to the track, so... I think that is one of the few issues I have, is obviously because this track looks exactly the same as the third stage, or the third race, whatever you want to call it, in terms of design. So, obviously, I blend the tracks together a little bit, because here's a spoiler, like, for example, the pool tables, although they're all obviously based on pool and billiards, and I think there might be one based on snooker, the table colors and stuff are all different, while this looks exactly the same as stage 3, so again, it warps my mind a little bit. Like, I'm thinking a turn's coming up, and oh wait, that's not this race, it's a different race. It's just one of those things, like I said. Plus, it'd be nice to actually see a little bit further in front than we actually can. Like, zoom the game out a little bit more, then you might actually be able to make it a little bit more fair, but it is what it is. It's an old game. At this point in time, it's over 30 years old, so it is what it is. As I said, you don't actually need to come first. As long as you come at least second, you should be okay for the most part. You can afford to have quite a few second places as long as you keep getting a lot of first places as well, so... Unfortunately, if you do crash into someone like that, then yes, you can blow up, and you can get sent back a little bit. You see, I'm struggling really bad here. I can't remember if I left in any, like, fuck-ups or anything like that. If I did, I apologize. It's mainly just to show, oh, I don't always do this perfectly, of course. I actually do make mistakes. I don't always do it my first time and all that shit, so... I said before, I mean, obviously if you can get, yeah, I got third there. That is not a great showcase for me, to be fair. But I did fail. So yeah, you can't get any worse than, you can't do any lower than second place, unfortunately. You will have to do it again. My advice, again, as I always said, for the later stages especially, take the first 2 laps in order to memorize the track. And then just go like full pelt, ask the handbrake on the 3rd lap if you can. Unfortunately, obviously leaving this in, I've got to keep talking about the same track. So there you go. Not a lot of forthright thinking in my mind when I was recording this. Again, I don't even remember when I recorded this. I think it was about 6 months ago or so. So. It's been a while. I couldn't tell you what tracks I actually failed in, apart from one of them. You know, I couldn't tell you which ones I got second place in and stuff. It's just one of those things where I can't always tell you exactly how things went. As for other, like, talk about... I keep missing that turn. As for, like, other, like, racing games and stuff, I prefer racing games to have, like, a story, for lack of a better word. Like Crash Team Racing. It'd be a really good example. I think that's, like, the quintessential, like, racing game, just because it has a single-player campaign that actually, you know, is fun to play through, you know, if you want to play it. If you're not into multiplayer and all that. So, you know, for games like this, obviously, it's a little bit different. Have I actually done any racing games on my channel apart from this? I can't. Enduro Racer, but that's more like an arcade-style one rather than a thingy one like this. Obviously, there's a time limit with that game and all that. I don't... It is technically a racing game, but it's not really a racing game if you get me. You're basically racing the clock. You're not actually to beat the clock to make sure you finish to finish the course. And we have our first, well, technically since the qualifying stage, our first speedboat section or powerboat here, Bermuda Bathtub. So we get some new aesthetics here. Well, again, reuse the aesthetics. We got the bubble bath, the soap. Now, here's the thing. These stages are great in that you can technically glitch through them and stuff because of how the bubble physics work. The only issue is it's hard to pull off, and you do have those drains that you got to be careful of as well, because they will suck you down. They do take time to suck you down as well, so be careful with that. Also use the soap as a bit of a ramp here. You got a couple of, I think they're meant to be like bath toys or something. Maybe like ducks or something. I'm not even sure what the fuck they are, to be fair. But yeah, just be careful of that. Yeah, you saw me go straight into the center there. That was my fault, and it has sent me back. And unfortunately, it caught me again. Thankfully, I don't think we'll be too worried here. This is a very easy lap as long as you... sorry, very easy course as long as you avoid that last obstacle with the drain pipe, so... Can you imagine if someone was actually taking a bath in here while you were racing? That'd be freaky. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to catch up at this point. I guess this is another fail on my part. Yes, it was. 2 fails in a row, but that is to show you that I don't always win. And down to 3 lives. Those 2 extra lives I got are completely fucked now. But again, fucking up. At least you do get to know the track a little bit better. It is what it is. From what I understand, there's actually 2 Micro Machines games on the Genesis. I never played the second one. This was the only one I had. I don't even remember buying this, to be honest. But then again, we are talking a very long time ago, so... Yeah, I was thinking, apart from this, obviously you have Crash Team Racing, I already mentioned earlier, and technically Enduro Racer, but... Like, you see there, I'm getting a little bit more speed. I think I'm getting a bit more speed from the bubbles basically bouncing me around like a piece of shit in a toilet bowl, so... Yeah, it is what it is. That's all I can say, really. You've seen the same stage twice in a row now. Although, obviously, I'm going to win this hands down. There's going to be absolutely no issues whatsoever here. But yep, we finished first. And they actually weren't that far behind, to be fair. Oh, I left the save state thing in there. Well, that was pretty bad of me, wasn't it? Naughty, naughty. I thought I edited those out. Yeah, I made no bones about it earlier. Yeah, I'm using save states for certain things. It's just, I'm not actually doing it during races. I'm just doing it during the thing, because like I say, you do have a limited number of lives. And as far as I'm aware, I don't think you get any cheat codes or anything to put into the game, at least as far as I'm aware. Though, to be fair, I didn't actually look up if there were any. Anyway, back on the Doom buggy here. This stage is a little bit harder than the first one, but again, I actually do like the way this thing controls, so I'm not exactly having a difficult time at the moment. That's our first lap done with, by the way. You probably feel like you're at the beach or something here. No, you're probably in the fucking child sandpit. Honestly, I mean, I know the Micro Machines franchise has actually been going on a while now in terms of the video games as well. They're still... I don't know if they're still going on, Micro Machines games. I know there was a couple for the PS2. There was probably something for the Wii, because that fucking system had all the shit and stuff on it. Anything they could pump out, they stuck on that console. And that's not a good way to end the last lap, but thankfully I am in the way of this guy, so he can't overtake me at the moment. You can also see they're a little bit faster than me, like I'm like just basic ground speed, but I obviously can take turns differently to them, so ultimately I can overcome them in that aspect. Everybody finished though. And Bonnie's sticking around, isn't she? Oh, wait, Bonnie's going? She never did any worse than second place, did she? Oh well. Maybe she just got bored, who knows? Anyway, it's time for Anne. Who... hair is weird. Another bonus stage. Yeah, so it must be every 3 games or so that you get one of these. But I don't know if we get any more. I think I just start fucking these up terribly. Like, already I fucked this up twice. And unfortunately, I will go straight back to the start if I fuck up again, so there you go. I managed to get through. I don't know if we have enough time to finish this now, though. So many obstacles, so little time. Oh yeah, I'm fucking stuck right there. And again, we're not done yet. We've still got a lot of the path to get through here. Oh, yep, I'm definitely not doing it now. That was like my last chance, I think, there. I don't think I'm actually that far away from completing it, though, which is the most heartbreaking thing about it. Yeah, I failed. Oh well, it happens. No extra lives, but you don't actually lose any for doing it. Alright, first helicopter stage. Let's see what it's going to be called, I can't remember. The frame rate is going to shit here. Okay, I don't know what happened there. The thing just fucking went out. But we got Chopper's The Potted Passage. This is actually a really quick race. It's got to be a quick race because we've only got over a minute left. Unless I edited these badly, I have no idea. But yep. It's basically going to be a square race around the track, and we'll see how it goes. Again, not a long race. It's the first helicopter stage as well, so obviously it's going to be a little bit fair to you with that. So there you go. That was already a lap right there. But it is this one. It's more tricky in the fact that obviously the hitboxes on the plants aren't perfect. I swear to God, you'll not be touching it, and it'll sometimes act like you have touched it. So it is what it is. Like there, obviously that was my fault, but whatever. Third lap already. Goddamn. Thankfully, I think I'm far enough in front that I can probably even afford a fuck up here and still get through. And there you go, that's your first helicopter stage. That was about a minute long, that was ridiculously quick. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. About 10 seconds left. I will see you guys in part 3, but until then, Sayonara, people.